So I just filmed a good 10 minutes of this video without turning my mic on. Hello guys, my name is Amanda Burns. I recently started my YouTube channel and so far I'm having so much fun. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and like this video. And if not, I don't know. Today I am going to be talking about simple and quick things that I personally do to declutter my life. Sometimes I feel like when there is just too much clutter going on in my life, I can get overwhelmed and I can just get annoyed, whether it's in my house, on my phone, in my car. All these different things add up, and if they're just cluttered, I feel like I'm just all out of sorts. I don't consider myself a very clean and organized person, but at the same time I kind of do, because these are little things that I enjoy doing just to keep my life in order in some sense. So if you're anything like me and you like to somewhat have a simple life where things are where they should be, follow this video and I'll show you a couple things that I do to declutter my life. So my first point is going to have to do all about decluttering your phone. The first thing I do to declutter my phone is unsubscribe to unwanted emails. I cannot tell you how many times I have been at a store checking out and they'll ask me what my email address is and I'll just panic. Before I know it, every single day I'm receiving 10 emails from these people and I really could care less about what they're sending me. So I found a little trick and it's unsubscribing to emails. So most emails that you have, if you scroll to the bottom, especially if they're from a store or a company, there's a little button at the bottom and sometimes it's really little and barely able to see because they don't want you to see it. But it says unsubscribe, and if you click that button, it will take you to another page, and you can, usually most stores are like, why are you leaving? Why do you want to not receive emails anymore? Do you want to receive less emails? Do you want to remove them altogether? Usually I'm one to just say I would like to remove them altogether. So that's what I do, and I love it because I am only receiving emails now that I really want to receive, and I'm not receiving what I think is just junk mail. Because I get sick of, like, I'll clear my entire mailbox and then within 30 minutes I already have like 10 new emails and I see a little red alert on my mailbox and it ticks me off, and then I click on it and it's like all from like random stores that I've panically given them my email address when I was at the cash register. So I just go on, I unsubscribe, that way I don't receive those emails anymore and I only receive emails that I want. So that's how I clean up my mailbox. Next thing that I have been doing for a couple years now, and I love it, is I title and label notes that are inside my phone. I like to go onto my notes and just write random things down, but they all kind of like go together. I'll have like songs that I've heard and I really want to listen to, and I just want to write them down in my notes really quick. And I'll just find the note that I had already started like my songs in and I'll just add it to it. Or if I'm making a grocery list, I'll just kind of like add to the same grocery list and stuff like that. So I've been doing that for a while, but one thing I figured out to do that makes it so much simple and easier is I like title and label the notes. Let's say I have a grocery list and I have a bunch of items that I know I need to get from the grocery. I will just go in and I will title that note grocery list. Or if I have a note of places I want to visit, places I want to vacation, and it's just a bunch of random locations, I will just go up to the top and I'll write places I want to visit. Or if I have a to-do list to do that day, I will just go to the top and I'll write to-do list, so that I can just keep these notes all in their place and they make sense to me knowing what goes where. And it just looks very nice and organized for me. So that is something I do, label and title the notes that are in my phone. One thing I think is vital, not just if you want to declutter, but also if you just want to have maximum use of your phone, is to clear storage. There is so many little sneaky ways that you can do this that I never realized before. Some of the simple things is like deleting unwanted photos, deleting unused apps, stuff like that. But there is even little ways that you can go into your settings and you can find like tons of the images and the videos that were sent between you and other people through text messages and stuff like that. And you can delete all of those because, believe it or not, those take up so much space. Let's say you want to delete those videos and those pictures that you sent to that person. There's a way that you can go onto settings and delete all those. And when I tell you it clears up so much space in your phone, it cleared up so much space in my phone. Another thing is just go through and look at you can go onto your settings and you can see all of the apps that you have and which ones are using the most storage. And sometimes I'll go on there and I'll see, and it will be a app that I never use that is taking up the most storage. So I will just go ahead and delete that from my phone. Clears up so much storage. The next thing I like to kind of clean up to feel like I decluttered and simplified my life is my car. There are a couple things I do to make me feel like my car is a little bit more put together and clean and organized. This is something I learned, I don't know where, it's not really something you like learn, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just get a plastic grocery bag and I'll hook it somewhere in my car. I like to put it on my gear change shift thingy, and I just hang it on there. That way when I go to Starbucks or I go and grab something to eat, or I just have a random pieces of paper and trash in my car, I don't have to just lay that trash inside of the cup holder or on the floor. It has a place. I just put the trash right into the grocery bag. Alex and I, we like to go to Starbucks and we enjoy Starbucks, but I cannot tell you how many times I would not do this plastic bag in my car, and I will go to clean my car and I will find like 50 straw wrappers all crumpled up, and for some reason that's like my pet peeve. So now that I have this bag, I just throw it in there. They're all in one place and it makes cleaning my car a lot easier without all the trash in there. Next, this is a really simple thing, but instead of having to go to those large vacuum things to like vacuum your car, because let me be honest, those things kind of scare me because they're really loud and I don't know, a little scared of them. A little weird. You can't hear any of your surroundings. It just really puts you in a vulnerable place when you use those vacuums. But for me, if I just want to clean up a couple crumbs in my car, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to go grab my handheld vacuum and just kind of clean up those few little crumbs that are in my car. I'm not going to go all the way to the vacuum place, spend money, use my quarters that I could be using for coffee. I just grab my handheld vacuum and I just go through and I pick up some of the crumbs that are on the floor, and it makes my car look very clean, and I didn't have to go spend money at the vacuum place, and it was a lot easier and a lot quicker just to use my little handheld vacuum to clean it up. Okay, this is another thing that I never thought I would really like, that would really make a difference, until my friend Isabella, shout out, she taught me to like organize the compartments in your car. My glove box would be filled with just like random crap, like pens and gum and makeup and papers and napkins, all the stuff. So it was just all cluttered. Then one day Isabella came over and she helped me clean my car, which was so nice. She just organizes everything in the glove box. So that's what I started doing, and I try to keep up with it regularly. So I have like this little folder book in my car where I keep all of my registration, all of my insurance, and I just have that ready, so God forbid I get pulled over by a police officer, I don't have to panic. I just have it right there, quick, and I can grab it. Another thing I like to keep in there is my car's instruction manual. I never have looked at it in the years that I've had this car. I like to keep it in there just in case, because you never know. I like to keep the thing that you can test the tire pressure with, and then napkins. So I keep it fairly simple, remember simple, and I just put what I know I'm really gonna need in there. And then I have like this middle compartment in my car that's to the right of like my arm. And in there I keep a lot of pens, I keep a little thing of perfume, and I keep my CDs that I have, and it's all nicely organized, and it's not just junk thrown anywhere, everywhere. I try to give each thing a place in my car so it's quick and it's simple and it's right where I need it when I need it. Okay, this next is decluttering and simplifying my home. These are 3 things that I do that are so simple but make such a difference for me. First, I like to go into my refrigerator and my pantry and even my makeup collection, and I like to throw away outdated items. You'll be surprised how many items you have in your fridge or in your beauty closet, hair products, makeup products, all that stuff that's actually outdated. outdated. This makes all the difference for me because I'll go into my refrigerator and I'll just see a cluttered mess in there. I'll just go through and I'll just throw away a few items I see that are expired, and I'll just throw those away, and it clears up so much space. I like to go into my pantry and see different like chips that are like kind of like pretty much all run out that we just throw back in there, random cookie containers, stuff like that, dog treats even, that I know are stale and crimey and disgusting, but for some reason I just leave them in there. Now makeup, listen, I am somebody who will hold on to makeup and have makeup from when I was like in 7th grade. Sometimes I go through my makeup collection and I see eyeshadows and lip glosses that are so outdated and I haven't used them in years. There is no reason I should have them in my house anymore. Next thing, and it's something that I actually am not so good at, but I'm trying to get better, one cabinet at a time, is to organize your cabinets, whether that means under your sink, whether that means where your dishes are, where your pots and pans are, or that means your linen closet in your bathroom. Organize those cabinets. I know for me, underneath my kitchen sink right now looks like a complete mess of just cleaning products and random stuff, but I know I will feel so much better if I just take all of that stuff out and I remove things that are not needed, and I just give everything a nice little place where it belongs. It's organized so that when I go to clean or when I go to do whatever I'm gonna do in those different cabinets, everything is where it needs to be and it's not just all cluttered and messed up. Okay, so this last one seems like it's kind of like a funny one because it's like so like duh, but you would not believe how much of a difference it makes. And this is just simply picking up small items around your house throughout the day. I'll notice I'll come home one night and I'll see that our house looks absolutely filthy, but when it really comes down to it, all it is tons of McGregor's toys and then a couple like cups on the counter. And I'll just come through and I'll just clean up McGregor's toys. I'll throw away the couple cups. It makes such a difference. Okay. There's a little friend that wants to join. Another thing is if you just see, like, we'll just have random shoes around the house. And what I like to do is just get all those shoes and just put them by the door where they belong and just put them back where they need to be, because there are so many things, like there'll just be a random jacket or a random shirt that's sitting on the couch and it just makes everything look so cluttered. You just simply take that and just put it back into your closet and hang it up, or fold up the blanket that's on your couch. Most of the time it makes a huge difference and your house really isn't as dirty as you think. It's just a little cluttered and things just need to go back where they belong. That's enough kisses for me right now. Thank you. I think I'm good for the rest of the day, okay? No, I think I'm good with the kisses. Thank you. So I would say the moral of this whole video is give things a place to belong. Everything has a place, and when it's out of its place, I don't know about you, but it drives me insane. So if everything has a place, things will become more simplified and less cluttered, and your life will feel a lot more put together. So there you go. That is a couple things I personally like to do that make a huge difference in my day, in my week, when I just kind of clear up and declutter little things around my house and around my life, in my phone, in my car, and in my home. That is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and like this video, share, let people know. If you're enjoying this channel and you're enjoying these videos, let somebody know. Show them my channel. Maybe they'll like it. Maybe they'll just want to see McGregor more. If that's the case, you gotta give the people what they want to have. You'll have more McGregor. So thank you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. And until then, you guys have a great day, a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.